Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Look how we all look alike. In fact, when I'm in church every week, I say to myself as people go up to communion, you know, Catholics look and come in all different shapes and sizes, don't they? So we're all different shapes and sizes. You are not my patient. You're not my patient, so I don't know your body. I don't know if anything that I'm going to say to you is good or bad. So please, use your good judgment on anything that you try. That's my disclaimer. You are responsible for your own safety and well-being. So I'm going to give you tips, but filter it through the common sense that you have. Oh boy. I'm an expert, but I'm not an expert in you. Right? You are more of an expert in you than I am of you. So I go through, you know, a lot of different ways of saying, be mature about this, right? Some of this stuff is not gonna work with you, and that's okay. Now I'm going to try to limit the technical aspect of back pain, but there's a lot that you can talk about, right? I can talk and use big, fancy, schmancy words, but that might not mean anything to you. So I'm going to try not to use those words as much as possible. I'm going to use regular words. And basically, when you talk about back and the back pain, it's a beautifully designed machine, ain't it? And your spinal column has curves in it to provide both flexibility and rigidity. You hear those two words, flexibility and rigidity? They're kind of like opposing forces. How can you be flexible yet rigid? That challenge is why we all have back pain, right? Because that's not an easy task to accomplish. There's the cervical spine, which is your neck, your thoracic spine, which is your mid-back, your lumbar spine, which is your low back, and then your sacrum and your coccyx. There will be no tests, so don't worry about it. There is an inward curve, an outward curve, and then an inward curve. There's also side curves, but we're not going to talk about that. That's called scoliosis. Along with the spinal column, there's muscles and tendons and ligaments that attach to the spine that give it that flexibility and stability. And those are some muscles. We're going to talk about those muscles. We're going to talk about those bones, and we're going to talk about how to normalize it. Now, I do have some bad news as we talk about posture and how bad our posture is. And I love when I start talking about posture because everybody immediately sits up taller. Good try, but I saw you. Okay? Can't fool me. Bad posture is really when forces are converging in vulnerable places. And for us humans, those vulnerable places are where the curve goes from an innie to an outie. So here, right? Neck pain, who's got the neck pain there? I do. And here, where it goes from an innie to an outie here. That's your low back pain. Right? So posture is super important, but bad posture results in these vulnerabilities where these curves change. And the definition of bad posture is an inefficient way of sitting. So I can spend a lot of time and put all of you in a perfect position, right? And you have that, you go for a long ride and you get your seat set up in your car and you're perfect. You're perfectly set up just like you would. And by the time you get down to Baltimore, you're hurting, right? So there is no ideal posture. Whatever posture I put you in ain't gonna last long, to use bad English. You've got to change your positions no matter where you are, whether you're sitting, standing, or lying down. What's super bad? Being in a static posture for long. We're designed to move. So you're supposed to move. So that is important when dealing with back pain. The single worst thing you can do for your back is to sit for long periods of time.
What would you consider a long period of time?
More than 20 minutes. Yeah. And that's something. More than 20 minutes. And if you think about it, you feel yourself start wiggling after about 20 minutes, that's your body saying, move it. Right? And it really only takes 20 or 30 seconds of changing that posture to reset the fluid dynamics inside your body so that it's better. So it's just as simple as standing up and walking around your desk or going to the restroom and coming back. So There's many different ways that I can go with this, but I'm going to keep it to new back pain and old back pain, and how we define this and what to do about it. New back pain, let's define what new back pain is. And you get certain age and you can develop new back pain simply by turning over in bed, if you know what I mean. You don't have to be lifting a refrigerator or moving a couch. You can, sometimes it's just by being aggravated and something pulls in your back. You're like, God darn it. New back pain is less than 2 or 3 days old. It's of a known cause, and it usually hurts at rest and all day. We've all had that. You turn over in bed, or you go to bend over to pick up a pencil, something goes and you're like, uh-oh, now you feel it, right? That's what I call new back pain. And the strategies for new back pain is different from old back pain. Old back pain is usually more than, where the pain is more than a week in duration. It's of unknown cause. You have a low-grade constant pain, and it may come and go. Right? How many of you woke up in the morning and you didn't think, you just don't know of anything, and you just go, it's one of those days.